What if the greatest war hero you've never heard of was a woman, a prophet, a judge? Now, we will be diving deep into the story of Deborah, a woman whose strategic genius and unwavering faith didn't just inspire a whole nation, but it led them into an unimaginable victory against overwhelming odds. Prepare to discover the true power of a woman often left out in the history books. In ancient Israel, judges weren't robed figures sitting in a courtroom. No, they were leaders, warriors, spiritual guides. Yet among them stood one like no other, Deborah. She was not only a judge, but she was a prophetess speaking the very words of God. At a time when women's voices were often silenced, Deborah's voice guided a nation. She sat beneath the shades of her palm tree, and all of Israel came to her for her wisdom and for justice. But at this time, Israel wasn't really thriving. They were trembling under oppression. For 20 years, King Jabin of Canaan and his iron chariot commander, Sisera, crushed them with their military might. It was in this darkness that Deborah rose. When the cries of the people had reached heaven, Deborah received a direct message, a direct divine message, and she summoned Barak, who was the military commander then. She told him to gather 10,000 men to go meet Sisera at the river Kishon, which there the Lord is going to deliver them into his hands. Barak hesitated. He was doing the maths in his head because facing 900 iron chariots was suicide. But he said he was going to do it on one condition: I will go only if you go with me. He wanted Deborah to come along with them. Without flinching or even arguing, Deborah agreed, but she agreed with the prophecy. I will follow you, but the honor will not be yours. The Lord will deliver Sisera to the hands of a woman. Now, strategically, Deborah's plan was very bold. You see, the river valley that was chosen for this battle would turn Sisera's iron chariot, which was a mighty sign of invincibility, to turn them into a liability once the rain comes. Israel's ragtag army weren't just fighting men, they were fighting machines. Yet, Deborah's faith remained unshaken. The battle unfolded exactly how Deborah foresaw. Heavy rain swelled the river of Kishon, trapping Sisera's army in the mud. Barak's forces swept in and gained a very huge victory that day. Sisera himself fled on foot, only to meet his end in the hands of a woman named Jael, a woman who fulfilled Deborah's prophecy in a very shocking twist. Israel was now free, and for 40 years they lived in peace under Deborah's leadership. Her triumph wasn't just in battle, it was in restoring hope to the people who once lived in fear. Her legacy was immortalized in the songs of Deborah and Ballad, one of the oldest and the most vivid poems in the Bible. It sings courage, unity, and God's deliverance through unlikely sources. Deborah's story echoes far beyond ancient Israel. She was a leader who defied convention, a strategist who understood timing and terrain, a prophetess whose faith fueled a huge victory. Today, her example challenges us. Leadership is not confined by gender, age, or background. True leadership is rooted in a vision, in courage, and in conviction. In a world still grappling with stereotype and doubt, Deborah reminds us that the most powerful leaders are often the ones most unexpected. So, next time when you think about heroes in the Bible, remember the judge who judged differently, the prophetess who inspired warriors, and a woman who proved that faith and strategy can rewrite history. If you enjoy this story and you love stories like this, please subscribe, like, and please do well to share to others. Thank you.